in the terror attacks or as a Canadian citizen. Interestingly, this is the line with the rhetoric of Pakistan. Foreign Affairs expert Manan Dwivedi is with me live on the broadcast, as we are also in fact showing it extensively. Sir, Mr. Dwivedi, how would you like to respond to the global media coverage pertaining to this extradition that India has been very successfully conducting and following up on, but rather the foreign media does not seeming to giving the credit where it's due?
I would personally feel and comment upon it likewise. I would say that from a Hollywood movie, the words come to my mind: misery and misery. What that means, that it means more misery, more struggle, and more of a castigation for the Pakistani foreign policy. If we look at the American pressure too, during the reign of Pervez Musharraf and even Nawaz Sharif, trade towers, that they realized that terrorism has to be tackled, it's a menace, it's a scourge to the mankind, and they went ahead and created the nomenclature and the functionality of GWOT, that is the Global War on Terror. And I think, the idea is that India, because as it has been mentioned earlier too, there is a very fortunate good humored and a personal chemistry between our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump. And I have always been commenting upon it on the channels and in my writings and in my books, that if the two leaders are okay with each other, as far as personal demeanor is concerned, then issues like counter-terrorism can really be palpably handled by both the countries. Apart from this reflection has been seen in the Trump's extradition of Rana. And I would personally feel that apart from the personal chemistry, there is a need which has not been properly met in international relations. There happens to be a term called as regime. And we talk about the regime. When we talk about regime, we are not referring to a dictatorial government or a Tanashahi, but we are talking about a conclave of countries and communities, NGOs and INGOs and civil societal actors and governments all across the world. We have a well-defined regime for the climate change challenges. We have a well-defined regime for drug trafficking, human trafficking, and other ills that ail the humankind. But some of the countries, unlike India, America, and Israel, they have not been very much open to the idea of a regime to counter terror. And this is a reflection of the fact that Rana has been given to India, extradited to India, despite many legal convolutions which are there and which have been utilized by terrorists and terror organizations.
All right, Mr. Dwivedi, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast. We are in fact appreciating the comments that have been made by you in complete context on this very important subject. Now, let's shift our focus to other developments. The entries